Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the United States Advanced map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position. We have a 1-point hold over Hawaii off of the 2 here in Southern California if we want to take that, and I think I probably will. That's not a bad position to be on this board. Now, this is Tier List Tuesday. It's the series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the meta settings, see how they stack up against each other, and go for the win. And also rank them on our ever lovely tier list. The tier list is filled with maps at this point, quite a few on here. And the United States Advanced map is obviously the advanced version of the United States map, which I believe I rated fairly unfavorably, down in the E tier when I first reviewed it, which was one of the first Tier List Tuesday videos on the channel. I would say that it's probably, given the territory count and general gist of that map, I'd probably put it around there. 1-point holds end up getting a little bit too strong, and it gets super duper stalemate. It's the same issue I have with the classic map, although classic a little bit more balanced in terms of what you're able to hold. Now, this is the advanced version, and unfortunately, just right off the bat, this isn't even inherently placing it on our tier list, but I do have some qualms with the advanced map. Namely, I feel that they missed an opportunity that the non-advanced map takes advantage of, specifically the fact that the Rocky Mountains on that map, and also the Appalachian Mountains to some extent, as well as the Mississippi River, all act as some sort of land barrier. I'm going to lose a troop here. Probably get hit here, right? Yeah, so we only start with 5 instead of 6, unfortunately. Which maybe I want to clear out Hawaii. I don't know that that's in my best interest. I do have some 3s to roll. I think we may be better off. First off, hit here. That should knock pink down 1. I think I try... Okay, that's good to know. It's good to see that red is there. Who did I hit there? I hit orange. Okay. I'm not going to go for the +1 just yet. I actually... Part of my thinking with the +1 here is that an opponent... Is he going to hit my 2? No, he just groups up. Okay, cool. Part of my thinking with not going for this yet is that an opponent of mine... Yeah, see, red didn't get hit by anybody. I probably should have hit the 3 up into red. I didn't even think about that. An opponent of mine may actually either be capped behind me or try to take material back here. I was hoping red would roll out of this up into the top of the board, but we'll see. But this map misses the mark in its lack of land boundary or geographical features that are included on the regular USA map that for some strange reason are not included here. And I'm not sure why they aren't included on this map. So the board ends up, even with blizzards, and you guys see we actually have some fairly choky blizzards in the middle of the board here. You do end up seeing that the board is pretty open. I mean, pink's cap ends up actually being kind of a half map split, other than this bottom route that you can use to bypass him. Red external material that is visible to me, by the way, doesn't wow me. Doesn't make me super happy. I think he may be trying to make a push. There's a very realistic possibility he is capped behind me. But yeah, as in essence, the lack of... It's my 3. I really should have rolled that out of there. He must be on South Carolina, the one unseen territory that we didn't have down there. Otherwise, that maneuver makes virtually no sense. Let's hope we don't get hit by white. I'd like the extra troop, and then we can take our +1 down here, or maybe even this bonus. I think maybe I push for the +1. I don't want somebody to hide troops behind me, which is what white could potentially start doing with extra troops. But essentially, they've done away with all of these geographical features. No, my 2's going to get hit. Yep. So we still only get 5. Frustrating. Not sure why that says pathing, but that's fine. Red is actually flagged. That's actually good for me because we got quite a bit of red near me. In that case, let's do this. Red has straight up flagged, which is good. I think there was a bug previously where when a player flagged in neutral bot that it wouldn't. It would start stacking until finally the 10 minutes had passed. So it looks like they may have fixed that where he's just done. He's gone. He's out. Great. But yeah, essentially it's this weird in between where there's a lot of territories, and it's great that there's a lot of territories, but the geographical features don't break the map up at all. So it's just this giant chunk of territories in the middle. I actually think with blizzards, the map is slightly better than without them. But then the other bigger issue I have is the bonuses. So you've got these 3+1s, which is kind of fun. It's a fun little quirk. I do like the +1s. I like the +3. I like the +4. But then you've got these gigantic, super high value bonuses in the middle of the board. We're like, all right, the 6 isn't super bad. This one isn't terrible either, but these ones here, they're just such high value. West, South Central. I mean, you look at this. This is a 5-point hold. That's not a very cheap, or it's not that difficult to hold the 5-point hold here, in my opinion. We are going to get extra troops, which is nice. I'm going to full take what's behind me in the hopes that nobody's capped back here. White behind us. I don't need a slider. I don't know why I keep doing that. Pick up some extra territory, an extra +1, and I don't need the kill guard here. We didn't have red behind us, so no real point in going for that. Pink will hit my 2. But like, I don't anticipate in the late game the pink player holding this +8, just simply because of its value and how quickly, like, orange or white likely pushes the other one out of the right-hand side of the board. I just don't think it's going to end up being fruitful. It does look like purple may have taken the red capital. Maybe red must have lost his cap. He only played 1 turn with us. I think he lost his cap to purple and quit, because purple is still on 7 after the first turn and is now on 8, assuming which makes me think they took the +1 here. So he may end up getting more on this next turn as well. I also may want to start pushing into Texas. I don't love orange going here. That's going to knock me down a troop because he decided to put troops there. And he's not... Oh, never mind. He failed the roll, so he probably rolls off the 3 here to hit me. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I think I play off the 2 here. Try to navigate to the right a little bit through Texas. See what I can do there. White is now getting 9. So he has... I think he was getting 9 before. +2, +1, and then a couple extra territories. I'm feeling okay. This map is 77 territories. There's 7 blizzards. Knocks us down to 70 total with blizzards considered. That is 31 more than the classic map with blizzards considered. Quite a bit larger, but not always the biggest challenge. We may have at least the benefit of a card block opportunity. Pink's capital is probably integral to winning this game. So it looks like the white player doesn't know my count there, but does knock me down a little bit, which I don't... You know what? Here's what we're going to do. What is pink getting? I don't think... Yeah, pink's still getting only 5. Let's do this. I'm fine with 3 extra here. I'm trying to... Wow. I told you... Okay. I told you guys that in a recent video, that I've been noticing more rolls on 2 troop territories resulting in losses of 3 than in the past. I anticipate that probably staying an issue. Purple gets 12. Pink may end up holding this +8, which I don't really want them to do, but I don't know how to prevent my other opponents in purple and white specifically from getting too strong. If I... Man, this I had a feeling was going to happen. He sits inside me. Bold play, purple. Bold play, chief. Guess we can't have nice things. It's always the purple players, man. These guys are like clockwork. I think orange may have just broken white too. At least hit him a little bit. I'm not sure why you hit here. We'll start with 8 right now. I don't know that I want to take Texas in front of... White skips. I'm not going to skip. I don't card skip. Not with a player out of the game. I card skip in very specific scenarios. I don't think this is one of the times I want to do that. It's also a bizarre skip from such a garbage capital. I mean, the New Hampshire... What are they calling it? Vermont, New Hampshire cap up there. I don't think a skip is wise. I don't think that really accomplishes anything either. Now, I am a firm believer in revenge is a dish best served cold. I don't think they lose that as a 17. I think I'm just going to try to take Texas and see what happens. If orange hits me, then I've learned my lesson that I just generally need to back off. Pink has this. Pink does have that. Okay. But there's no... If purple's going to leave these troops in my territory, there's no point doing anything to him right now. Pink pushing for this whole area over here. He doesn't break me. I don't see any of his movement either. Purple gets 12. He got 12 in the previous turn, right? Yeah. Double capital +1 +3 or +4. It's 5. No. Yes, and then just low territory count. So he's got +5 total. Maybe he doesn't know I'm here. He had to have known I was here. And that junk's going to sit in front of me. Orange gets 12. We let orange hold here. This will dictate whether or not I retaliate on purple. If I even hold this +7 for one turn, I retaliate on purple. But if I'm getting hit from both fronts, I don't think it's wise for me to do anything. He doesn't line up on me. If he hits up here, that's fine. Sure. That's like a friendly, relatively friendly action. I'm fine with that. And I understand purple's going to have a trade in here, but I'm not happy with purple. And I'd rather get him... Ooh, white goes up into pink. This could be perfect. This could be orange sits pretty. Oh, he looped back. Oh, he doesn't do anything with it, though. We get the initial trade in. Not worried about trying to steal his stuff. I think it's possible that purple was kept here and red was here. But you didn't need to hit down and sit in front of me. I don't think that was necessary. Did I get okay dice there? 6 and nothing on the 3. Yeah, we got pretty good dice on that. Pink leaves us alone. Orange hopefully leaves us alone. I don't think purple's going to leave me alone, to be honest. I think he's going to come right back down into me. He's going to dump everything on one spot. Yeah, it's like clockwork with these guys. You're going to taste it, dude. I don't know what to tell you. If this is how you want to play, you're going to feel the pain. I mean, this is just foolish. Making a bad neighboring on a map like this or bonuses are crucial for success. And orange is going to bad neighbor too. So this is unfortunate why both of us going for this at the same time is so bad. I can't retaliate on either player now. And it's a shame because they're only hitting me. Like, I don't really know why white and pink aren't getting the same treatment here. This is very frustrating, man. So we are forced to play passive while my opponents get to basically play at their bidding in terms of damaging. And white attacks in front of his own stack. So unless pink went into him, which is possible. Yeah, white broke pink at least. I have no means of breaking orange here. There's no point in full-on retaliation. Doesn't do me any good without a trade-in. I wouldn't be surprised to see pink just kind of full send white here as well. Especially if he had an external stack. So pink's at least in a similar boat to me now, where white has hit him. So those two are occupied. Orange is going to get a crap ton of troops on this next turn. We've got this clown up in my business, up in the top left. Orange is actually the one I'm worried about because he timed his strike on me appropriately to the point where he can yoink my bonus away from me. Now, it does seem like purple is going and hitting somebody else. Maybe. Probably just a couple of these territories. Orange gets 20. Not going to mess with it. There's no point. I don't want to close my cap off either. I would like to obtain this red elimination, and we're close to it, but it's only one extra card. So it's not super valuable. It's probably more valuable for me just simply because of the position that we're in. In the turn order, where white is behind us. Taking the extra, dude. I promise you guys, orange trading early I think is a bad play. I promise orange and purple, man, if I get the opportunity, they shouldn't give me the opportunity, because if they give me the opportunity, they're cooked. I'm going to make sure they get the full wrath in this one. It's very frustrating dealing with bad neighbors. And you don't have to play good neighbor. Purple got a little bit lucky that orange broke me, because otherwise I can just keep hitting him and he gets only marginally more than me each time. Now, mind you, white has just gone through orange. So white sets early as well. Both white and orange set early, and I don't know that that's a fruitful play for them. But orange at least got broken in this bonus. I don't know that white broke him in the other one, and if white didn't break him in the other one, then I don't think it's a particularly good play. We have red here. I think holding off my trade-in as long as possible is my best bet. So I don't think I should go for red. Pink may go for red. Pink actually reholds. So white breaks and then doesn't do anything with it. 15, is that enough juice to get red here? Because this would trade him in early, which is great. And maybe he just wants the single take and will hold. Thinks that's the end of red. It is what it is. If purple takes red, it's kind of a win-win here if anybody else takes it. If I take it, I'm an entire card ahead of my opponents. If purple takes it, then we jump him in the turn order. I don't know why you'd come check me out again. I haven't disappeared. But now we can jump an entire card ahead, assuming this is the end of red, right? So I have seen, I believe, all of these bonuses on the right half of the map have been taken. I don't believe purple is kill guarding. Orange did not get broken in here, which makes me think that he will break white up in these bonuses, which is why I don't think white's play of setting in there and not breaking everything is wise. And so we have to just kind of play. He doesn't actually go up and break there. So these two are throwing hands at each other and not very wisely. So all of this has been captured at some point and held as a bonus, which makes me believe, and we know purple's had these two territories and maybe a max of 3 more are where the remainder of red is. And I, personally, would like an extra card. So I will take my extra card. And I don't want to accidentally open up a purple stack that is sitting there. So I will not do that. We will go back to cap. And now we are an entire card ahead of my opponents because I captured the red elimination. Red did have one card to their name prior to them quitting at the cost of how many total troops of mine? 3. Perfectly fruitful for me. 7 is interesting here. It's white. This won't end up being a fortify, but I'm fine with that. More lines out of this region is perfectly okay. We have a trade-in. But being an entire card ahead is going to be valuable for me. I am, however, going to trade on 3 here. With the trades getting higher, pink is in a potential position to come harm me. I'm wondering if purple gets too greedy and tries to go break pink. He does not. So him breaking me is a little bit bizarre, to be honest. Orange and white not on trades. Continues taking over here. There's a tactical decision I can make here. That's half of it. Half of it has been decided for me. The tactical decision is the removal of the white player on the left-hand side here, so he is forced to break the opponents on the right. Now, pink sees how much I have here. If I don't trade in and he has a trade on 3, he will set in off of me. Trade in is 40. He would be the next one to set 40 plus 14. Oh, that is not particularly good. And he removes that. No, we do not want... white can't... There's nothing for white to break, so this is not a bad idea for me at all. You can't come break anything, white. Now you're forced to hit your neighbors. I don't care if you're mad about it. I'm trying to make something happen. And with the way I've seen orange and pink react to white's breaks, that's perfect. Any extra troop also that I can get opened off of my capital is a good troop to have opened. So we have 3 cards off cap, 4 really if you count purple. I'm kind of ignoring my future intent of retaliation on the orange and pink or orange and purple players because I don't think that gets me anywhere. Yeah, he backs that all the way up to this cap in the corner. Now, purple is a very easy card block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only holding the 1 bonus and 2 caps. I have no interest in going for that, but certainly something to keep my eye on. And white now is forced to break somebody. He will probably break and just come over here, but my hope is that by being broken on 4 cards, either pink or orange gets upset with him. That was the whole intent behind my removal of him over here. And purple, in the position that he's in, should also feel the same way about removing white because, again, it forces him to break either orange or pink. Granted, purple has worse vision of the board, or at least not vision, but understanding of the board's landscape than I do. I anticipate... Oh, wow, he only just takes once. So that strictly reduces total troop count over there, which is delightful. We're going to take our bonus back. I anticipate purple holding a stack here. He does not. It's a +3. If you're really breaking me on a +3, you're kind of a clown. Also super easy to block once your trade in comes. We do not have a trade on 3. But because we're an entire card ahead, we can potentially get to a position to block somebody earlier than they can fight it, which is good. So I'm perfectly okay having that extra card. Pink hits orange. It's been very interesting, the choices made by the orange player of who to hit. If he hits my card here, I'm just a little bit surprised that he wouldn't come this way. Maybe even hit the 3 here. Pink was not the one broken. Orange was the one broken, so I'm intrigued to see if and how he retaliates on white. Did white decide to break the 7, or did he break the 6? We'll see based off of how many troops orange gets on this next turn. But yeah, purple goes bad neighbor early. He's almost certainly stronger than me. It looks like he's going to resist. Probably takes the card off of me here. No, he breaks pink. Breaking pink on 5 cards in the +8. And you see, this is the one circumstance in which players tend to hold more on this board. And I think we're going to see the orange retaliation into white. Yep, there it is. This is great. That worked so much better than I thought it was going to. But people will hold the... I think he only broke once, but people will hold the bonuses on this board in capitals much more commonly than they will in like fixed or progressive. I don't think that this... this is entirely a lobby of players who feel entitled to a bonus, which is why they're trying to hold. And then you've got a couple people breaking, and it is working out in that way. White does not retaliate on orange at all, which is maybe a bit surprising. Now we are essentially, you can almost chalk it up to a card behind the pink player. 2 cards, 2 cards behind pink, I guess is more accurate, because he's going to get more troops than me here off of his trade-in. But then we'll trade in. So we're in like a weird limbo state where, because we have that extra card, we do trade in the trades first, but not to like a crazy degree. Not a massive retaliation by pink, but certainly pointed at purple. Doesn't go in and break, but observes. We have a trade on 4. I don't want to use it though. I'd much rather see purple start to make a push into pink, and the quantity of troops may be just a bypass, or he whacks the big stack. Now, if you were going to bypass, you'd hit pink here. So this is going to be an interesting standstill where these two sit on each other. I think this is a pretty objectively bad play by the purple player. I think pink was challenging you to see what you do about it. And in response, you sit staring at him. So, not sure what the goal is there, but I do believe the orange player just took 2 cards. And now white sets on 5. Maybe white was waiting for the trade-in before he did anything. Yeah, there's a second attack. A second white attack has hit the orange player. Here's a third, 4th. And doesn't get over to me. So white broke orange to get the extra card. And orange responded. I don't like that split. I'm going to hit this. I don't really care. Orange just got broken. What is he going to do? Come hit me? Probably not. Pink is 15. Pink knows how much I have. He sees me on 5 cards. I don't know that he makes a move on purple right now. And he's not going to. Unless he dips around and breaks. What the heck? Most of those hits were on me. Most of those hits were on me, dude. What the heck was that? There wasn't even anything sitting here. If you wanted to bypass that to break, I'm not sure what the goal was. It's possible he's waiting for his own trade-in. We're only getting 9 troops. Not really worth it. I'd personally like to see how much purple has here, so we'll probably take the card here on this next turn. Orange did get fully broken. At some point, these two will hit each other hard enough where both caps get opened. And I can sneakily make my backdoor play of retaliation and taking my thing back. Now, my bonus here back. When that happens, remains to be seen. White's also a very easy card block over there. I'm not sure if orange will have the wherewithal to do that. White seemingly is retaliating to the retaliation to the retaliation. So I am a little bit surprised it worked, I will say. I don't know how much breaking has happened over there. And now I firmly believe it's my time to get my retribution on orange. I wasn't gonna break, but I wasn't inherently gonna break him, but he was holding 62 troops off cap, so became of interest to me. How much does this hit? I think he thought, oh, please hit the 62. Why are you going down this way? Man, pink makes no sense to me, dude. Oh, he's stacking on white. I don't think that either wrapped all the way around to here, which wouldn't make much sense. You'd think that fortify would go through this. Or he is just sitting on the white player. I don't have a trade in. Trades are getting a little high. He comes back to the right, dude. You can't make this fella up. This guy is unreal. Now, if I had a set, I'd do something about it, but I don't have the trade in. I need to protect myself. And hitting orange right now is not a good idea. Somehow pink has like 80 or 90 more troops than me. I didn't think his generation was that much higher. If I had a set on 3 there, maybe I'd try to make a push into white, but okay, all those troops just came back. But it's funny, orange didn't even take this bonus back. And maybe pink might have been sitting right next to him. But orange did not take this bonus back. He only took this one back. I don't know if he wanted to leave his cap open to try to hit white, make a play on that. Yeah, see, he's got the +7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't have much else in there. If he makes a play into white, if he gets the elim, he's in great shape. If he doesn't, or if he fails it, he's in bad shape. And if he kind of it's just a wash of taking the bonus back, then we keep persisting. And somehow this map plays out almost like the stalemate situation that we'd have on the smaller version of it. I do think orange is hitting white. I don't know that he's rolled the capital yet, though. He'll be on 3 cards. I think a trade early again, because the pink is so far ahead on cards, or on troops compared to myself, that going off and trying to hunt orange here, if white fails the retaliatory elim. And see, white does not get his capital rolled. I don't believe. Question is the capital open? We do not trade off of an orange elimination. We would risk opening pink up to ourselves if I try to go get it. it's me. Weird. Maybe I don't set. Oh, darn. Now, if Pink has a trade in, he can kill me, but... Of course he does. 360 on 177. I think that's 100%. I don't know that that's the wisest trade, but... Oh, maybe he goes and kills orange instead. He misses the card here. He does not miss the card. He's going to get orange, but he doesn't trade off of orange. He would trade off of orange and white together, but I don't think he has both of those kills at the same time. So he avoids me, which is great. I don't think purple has enough troops open to me to try to kill me. Purple's one of those guys that I've learned to not deal with right now because both of his caps are closed off. There's not much value to trying to eliminate him. Maybe he's got an open stack, but I don't think an open stack gets eliminations. I trade here. Orange has the cap still. I don't know how much he used to burn into white. That's part of my question. He may very well have a ton of troops. I'm kind of banking on him having rolled them into somebody. 29, that's not a lot. Keep going. Still hitting me. I've broken him. Granted, he stole the bonus from me early on. He's gonna wrap around and break me here, isn't he? So this gives me free reign as an excuse to go hit him. I mean, this guy's a tool. Oh, he broke purple. I don't like that he broke purple. I think he broke purple at least. Not sure those troops got back to capital. And I don't really want to lock my cap off. White trades. How much is he getting, though? He's only getting 6, so maybe Pink went and opened his cap up too. Myself and Pink are kind of just bopping around, so he may have just rolled orange's cap. I'm not sure he has time to eliminate orange. I don't want to waste troops sending them over to orange, so I'd rather just deal with whatever is up here first. Then go over, leave a couple extra troops on cap just in case. All right, let's see. We're going to get 100 troops off of this. Maybe orange flew a little too close to the sun on that turn. You know what? Screw it. I didn't. $335. Because Pink doesn't have a trade in, though, so we're not even teeing Pink up to an elimination here. He also only gets 6, so white stares at him. What would be great is orange opens my cap up again here. If orange opens my cap up again here, there's a world we have enough troops to eliminate. He backs the purple backs that all the way up. But if he trades, yeah, see, he doesn't trade. He's on 5 cards. I think we just died of pink. Oh, he stuck himself, so he has to break white, which white might not be happy about. But this will be down below. Trading will get us up above 300. Even dice are not super common anymore. I think he's foolish enough to open me up again. And he is. I've kind of had enough of this guy. I had enough of him from the start of this stinking game, so I'm not going to feel too bad trying to hunt him down. We traded off of 5 cards immediately. Whatever I have left, I can split between the 2 caps. Also, white might actually help us here, because white may have rebroken him. So, screw it. I don't know. I'm feeling ambitious. This may not work. Alright, let's see if pink kills me. No trade on 3. Pink does not kill me. If that gamble works, man. White botted. Purple's trade. It really comes down to whether or not purple tries to do something to me. But he's been so caught up with pink at this stage of the game that he may not. He may just take one at a time up here. Wow. And if white is botted, which white is not here on this particular turn, get defense on both angles. I don't bother hitting this 9 yet. I wish I had a trade on 3 here. A trade on 3 would be huge. We'd potentially survive with a trade on 3. I think I need to keep everything bulked up in one spot. Although, he may not know how much he needs to split to another angle if he leaves troops on cap. Super risky, right? Pink, we've debilitated ourselves to get a threat out of the game. Very risky play. I rolled a 69% roll. We had 9 troops left. We ended up being able to eliminate this player. And it might just work out. I don't. It's definitely not worth hitting here. We play off of our 5. Don't worry about breaking him. He may come kill me now. I have to trade in whenever I have the trade in, and I have the trade in. Think this is our demise. Although that's promising that that's not pointed at me. Why is he hitting so much of white? He sees how much I have here now. He doesn't take the cap, though. Why not take the cap? Box your cap out. Oh, okay. That comes back. Right, thanks. I don't know what Pink's goal is. I don't really know what all that was, but he actually cleared out the white material here that I didn't even want to deal with. So that's fine, I guess. He didn't open this either. So this cap ends up becoming a little bit more valuable. Purple plays more passively. Maybe he like didn't want the bot's 2 cards to be harder to eliminate later in the game with it getting 16. I'm not sure. This cap again becomes less valuable. I'm not even going to hit this, right? We're just going to take back what I believe is mine. I really think it's against Pink's best interest to start working against me. I think it's in his better interest to work against Purple, but we'll see what he does. I mean, he's obviously a Titan in the middle of the board, right? I basically need to trade in on demand every opportunity I can. Purple is massive. Purple has decided not to do anything since earlier in the game, which is fine. I almost wonder if we want white. I'm surprised white quit. White wasn't in, I don't think, a bad position at all. This cap is the open cap. He's not on a trade-in yet. We're not on a trade-in yet. Without a set, I don't know that he can kill me. With a set, he skip? Why would he skip? No, he took a card off white. That's fine. So we are getting 23. He's getting 20 on that last one. Be up to 21 on this next turn, assuming we don't hit him again. He knows the quantity of troops on one capital, but not the other. Purple getting activated here. I'm getting the most troops. Purple may decide to come hit me, which would be a shame. It'd be really unfortunate for Purple to come hit us. Purple has probably... See how much Pink has. Pink did lose some in his exchanges with white and whatnot. I would anticipate having just now traded. White is fully flagged. Wow. So because white is flagged, this bot should have stopped placing. It should consider him flagged. I guess it's going to keep going. And to the benefit of this player, I will hit white instead of him. So we get 24 there. Yeah, because we had an extra troop from the previous turn. He still only gets... Oh, he only gets 20 because purple hit him. Okay. So white is worth 2 extra cards. He comes back to cap. I have a trade-in. I will use the trade-in. Once again, we do not want to perish to pink. I think with pink on a set, he'd be up to, what is that, 135? 135 on cap, up over 600. Theoretically could eliminate us. And that's not a risk I'm particularly willing to explore. So we'll see if white keeps placing troops or if it ever fully bots. I don't think the current behavior is intended. I guess the cap, he only has 1 cap card, so I can feel fine taking this. $290 here, 175 there, should be fine. Yeah, I'm fine doing that. We're not quite up to his size yet, but we're trying. That's for sure. We are trying. And to Pink's credit, he's choosing exclusively to hit the white player. At this point, at least. I don't know, again, how long that will last. I'd love to get vision up here on the bot. Now, a reminder, purple is a very easy card block. And he opens my capital up. which is also interesting. 1 troop here. So with 1 troop here, white still has at least, I guess technically, at least 3 territories. There's not a better way to quantify that. I guess we'll take this one. I want to leave this pathing up into the top of the board. No trade in right now. I'm wondering if he's going to set in and hit the 120 here. Because that would be very interesting. This becomes danger of giving me these cards here. I don't know why you're doing this. Why are you working against me? It's a shame because I thought Pink and I were kind of the two that theoretically should have worked together on this board. I don't know why you'd steal the bonus away from me. I'm not going to retaliate. We're just going to take it back. I don't know what that accomplishes for him. And meanwhile, purple keeps getting massive up in the top left. This could be good. I think purple's going to break him. I don't think this is a good play by purple, actually. It's good for me. I don't think it's good for him. And the reason I don't think it's good for him is because Pink is shown to put up a wall against you if you kind of betray his trust. And granted, again, he went after me here. It's funny because he didn't go after territory count. Even one more hit on me would lower me. He just went to steal this bonus from me. Now, I am open here. Part of the tactical, I don't have a trade in. But you see, now he's been broken. Does he go off cap? So purple should have hit here at some point. So pink should have upwards pathing, and he does. My fear is that he opens up one of these caps, and I guarantee you these caps are worth it, probably about 400 each. He steps in, so he opened at least one. I don't think he's going to hit it. Be very surprised to see him hit it. He does not hit it. Now, the danger here is that purple actually did that as bait to try to steal my cap off of a trade-in. I don't have a trade-on for. He does exist over here, interestingly. I think purple is sitting, or is planning to sit, rather. So that's interesting. A 2 placed here tells me that the white bot has a maximum of 4 territories. We know the cap has not been taken yet, so there's obviously the territory behind the capital. This cap, again, I don't see much value in it, at least right now. But I will obviously still defend it. Now, purple knows how much, or pink knows how much purple at least has on this capital. So an early trade-in could be the sign of a hit. I would like the vision on this position without irritating purple if possible. Because I'd like to know how much I have to remove from white. Does he take his bonus back? This is an interesting question because we've reached a very strange standstill, and I apologize for the length of this Tier List Tuesday game. It's a shame white left. It's a shame we lost the white player. However, orange got what he deserved. If you repeatedly hit everybody, and I get it, right? He's closer capped to this position than I am. Understand why you'd want it, but you did steal it out from underneath me, technically. I was the first player to hold that bonus. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to dump actually a full 100. Because this capital is open, we're going to dump a full 100 troops here. 98. Then we're going to play off of this position. Oh, oops. I didn't mean it. I thought purple was sitting here. What is this? 232. That is a lot of troops. 232 troops there. Okay. I just wanted to see it without closing myself off. We are again on another trade-in. If he knocks me out of there for the extra 2 troops, my bad, bro. Honestly. Does this come left, or does it hit the 124? It comes left. Closes his cap off to me on the bottom, though. That's gonna be a take of the Mountain West or Mountain North bonus. He's pulling troops off cap. Interesting. He is pulling troops off capital. He just pulled 350 troops off cap. Yeah. That is threatening, to say the least. Purple trades. And purple closed his cap off now, so. Pink held the bonus. Yeah, he held his bonus on the last turn. Wherever purple took, he took softly. Quietly. I don't really want purple over in this area. I'd like to confine him to the left-hand side, so we're going to slowly push against him here. Is this everything? I don't mind a 300 cap there. Get a 6 there. He'll see my fortify come up, so he won't theoretically want to hit my 3. And pink is getting 25. We got 26. Does go here and there. Is this going to be a knockout on purple or a knockout on... It's okay. I don't care if he wants that. It's 2 extra troops. It doesn't do much to me. That's really what you desire. Be my guest. At some point, these 2 extra cards are going to be worth it for a white player elimination, but certainly not anytime soon. And pink does get broken there. So, takes the +2 away from me, but at the cost of the break there. So I think it's this stack, this, and this as far as what is left of white. I'm just gonna continue playing my game. My game is a game of relative passivity, other than if you irritate me enough, I will do something about it. And I managed to survive solely because my opponents didn't have good board vision. Pink certainly should have taken this capital away from me, but has seemingly not wanted to roll anything. He's also now playing with about 600 troops off cap, 700 troops off cap. And is sticking those troops in the purple player's face, which, to be honest, tremendous, actually. That's pretty great. We kind of want that. Now, I'm on 5 cards. We will trade in again, but this is shaping up to be a long game. I do apologize, everybody, if you were hoping for a quick tier list Tuesday, but this is kind of just how these US maps end up playing out. I don't really want this here, but that's okay. The bot is only getting 15 troops every 3 turns. We are getting far more than that. That there. Southern California, that's where we're capped. We'll do 350 here. 585 over there. We are still open to wraparound pathing, which I think is something that maybe my opponents, in particular pink, is not considering, is the fact that my cap is still open here, despite the fact that it looks like I have closed it off. I'm also interested to see, with nearly 200 troops worth of trade in here, what purple opts to do, especially with pink stacking against him and purple potentially doesn't break me here. I thought he might. Interested to see what purple does with this many troops sitting in next to him, because purple sees all 3 of these stacks. This could be an interesting play, a backdoor hit on pink. He commits all 14 troops that he gets there. Does he commit the entire trade in there too? He does. And he sees how much I have on both caps. He is fully aware of my size. I'm wondering if he knocks. This has got to fortify away now, right? Okay, it sits there. He knocked pink out of here. Pink has wraparound pathing to this position. Holds there on a +2. I get you don't want to get card blocked, so I understand that distribution of troops over there. But yoinks it away from pink. So pink gets 25. I get 24. Purple will get quite a few troops on this next turn. This is interesting. Does he want this bonus? Completely closes his capital off. I don't love that that was again at the expense of hitting a crap ton of my territories. But okay. And he immediately breaks. So pink takes all of this. Purple has takes on other sides of the board. These two are I'm best off because I had lost so many troops hitting orange. I'm best off just trying to recoup losses and in the hopes, like just getting strong enough where I can't die, and then the hopes of these two kind of self-destructing into each other. I don't have a fortify line from left to right anymore, or vice versa. But my thought here is that eventually pink is going to be so annoyed with this player that he finally just sends into him. Purple's not going to break that. At least not yet. Purple, other than the weird break purple did very early on me, he has not been very aggressive. Now, I know that the troop difference isn't super imperative. Pink is valuing bonuses far more than I would. He's now opened my capital up far more than I would have opened somebody else's capital up. I'm direct pathing into purple here. I mean, this is very close to a purple card block. I think I'd just like some extra territories here. 450. I'm just going to say well played, as if that means anything. Get back to capital. I probably have the strongest individual capital on the board now, I think. Just because I think purple's more cleanly distributing his troops up here. This is what I want to see. Does this go into the 189? Is he even aware that the 189 is over there? That keeps it. Do we think this stays pointed at me? Is the intention of this stack to be of danger to me? A hit on white. And these two are starting to behave. They're starting to behave with each other. Pink is getting 37 and purple's okay with it for some reason. I need to get a feel for what pink's trying to do. But he's got so many off-cap troops. I don't want to do anything until he's on a trade-in. This is unsustainable. This is too many troops letting him hold all this. He's going to clean me out of here. Yeah, this is not good for me. I'm playing with two of the most, like, fundamentally passive people possible. Purple is just, like, won't actually make a move that does anything, and pink is, like, just kind of flexing his strength, but not actually hitting. You're still hitting me. Stop hitting me. Hit him. You're allowed to hit him. I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't know why pink thinks this is a good idea leaving this here. A Joker. I think I had a trade before that. Do. All the way in the back here on Kawhi. That's our +2. See, he's placing everything like this. It's so weird. Come to this spot. I don't think he has much on cap. I think after this next turn is when I try to do something. This is not sustainable, and I don't like playing the game like this. If anything, it's the least sustainable for purple because he's getting the fewest troops, but I simply don't think he's going to make a move. I think he's going to continue taking cards off of me. Oh, maybe not. Or is West Virginia a card that he has? Do you have enough troops to break up here? No, he didn't realize he didn't put troops in a position to get a card. He's forced to take a card off of pink, which is great, finally. Because he once again tried to hit one off of me. This is probably up to at least like 250 now. They really got to fix that, I think. That bug in particular. Take an extra card. Yeah, I was wondering if it knocks him down one troop. Like, poke the bear enough to see what he does, but I don't love the 500 troops here. That purple's probably not even aware of. $860. See, that the issue with that is now he's gearing up to potentially take the white kill. I almost wonder if it's in my best interest to take the white cap now and kill guard. Because I think that's what his goal is here. I think his goal is to eventually steal it. Oh, did I wait long enough? I did want to wait until purple's trade in before I did anything. Didn't take the cap. If he didn't take the cap, then he absolutely broke one of pink's bonuses. I just want to see if pink's gonna finally retaliate. Playing a little bit passively here. He broke, right? Yes, he did. He broke the +8. And there's an early trade in. He's going to go take the white elimination, which I thought he might do. No, he actually hits me. Not sure if he thought he could steal my cap over here. He doesn't get the white kill. We won't know if he jumps to 3 caps either because he only had 1 cap before. And he's fortifying away, so he takes this cap and then he doesn't leave enough there. Or he didn't take the white cap at all. So I kind of have one chance at this. I, I won't trade in off of it. We did just see him burn through some of purple's troops, which is great. Cleans purple out on the right-hand side, which preps purple for the card block here. Issue is I can't really try to irritate him yet. I think purple may not even have a take here. Or no, he does. Okay, sweet. Is it relatively passive? Yeah, so he did take the cap. I don't know if he's kill guarding it though. So we kind of got to steal it because I can't. He fortified over here to secure this. Have the Joker. 287. He did kill guard it. And he's not going to be happy with me. So back on 4 cards, guaranteed trade. He's got a bunch of crap off cap. If this is where you want to distribute, that's fine. That likely leads to a purple break first, too. Opens up purple's cap. Is he going to cap slam? No, he's swinging around. Gonna hit me. Now, this does not end up being a guaranteed cap take here. Oh, well, if he plays out the 287, it is. I'm obviously not going to let you hold all of that, so good luck with that. Opens up purple's capital, too. That's so weird. But I actually think I placed my whole trade in here. I think this becomes our primary capital now. Because white is removed from the right-hand side, the left side is now obviously more valuable. I'd rather just make it to 5. This cap, I think, has the least value of my capitals, so we will leave this at like 250. Because we actively hit pink. I know I can card block purple when I get to that point. And look at that. Look at how much he has left. Because he blasted through a bunch of purple, which made purple lose troops. It made him lose troops, and I didn't lose any in that moment. And now we're at 1,200. We see him at, what, 800? Shy of 800? We've got cap troops here. I think just fighting this guy is probably my best bet. He brings back to cap again. I think I can potentially block pink before I block purple if I play my cards right. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Because we got those 2 extra cards, we now actually trade in behind purple. There's something to be said about that. I mean, every card here that gets taken, because pink hit purple in the top right, theoretically speaking here, purple is now more annoyed with pink than I am, or than, I'm not sure how I'm phrasing this. Purple is now more annoyed with pink than he would be with me. One here, one here. Forces him off his cap spot here, or this position here, which I want to end up blocking anyway. I didn't have to use the Joker either. There's an early trade-in. If we can translate this into a cap roll or something, that'd be great. I mean, this is just, these are useless hits in my opinion because I can play off of the capital. He's a quick attacker, but Pink could have played this game much better in my opinion. Instead, he opted for this route of just irritating his opponents, but not doing anything meaningful. He kind of played how Orange played. It just took him a second to do it. There's a very realistic chance here that he just lost 33 on a 15, I think. Or maybe there's a 30 something else. Close your cap off? Yeah, closed his cap off. Just got himself card blocked. Just fully got himself card blocked. So here, well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. I'm going to play off of this one. I think I can't actually outskirt the entire thing, so we got to do this. So this is one spot, this is another spot. I think that works. Didn't think I'd card block the guy in the middle of the board, I'll be honest. I think he just fortified everything off cap into purple. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think he legitimately just fortified everything off cap into purple. Is it worth checking? We card blocked him once. I don't think it's worth checking. I don't know. If we see 700 something troops there, we'll know, but... Oh yeah, took everything off. Opens up both the purple's capitals. Sits off cap? No, sits here. Doesn't open me. So I'm just going to go steal his cap now, because there's no reason not to at this point. I don't know that I understand this strategy. But I'm certainly okay with it. If we just gotta defend our 100 cap over here. I'll get the 96 on cap here. We don't have to trade in the regular take. Obviously can't kill him. But we can get ready to do it. I don't love that purple's still open because I know that he's massive. These two caps are going to be my lifeblood for a future block on purple. But we need purple to come out as far as possible before that happens. Very bizarre choice by Pink here. I have a trade-in. He resists breaking me. I actually think Pink is trying to... He would have to stop taking cards for me to trust him. I do get a weird feeling that he's actually trying to play for second now. It'd be great to see purple come off one of his giant caps and trap this and whack this player, but I don't see that happening, unfortunately. I'm trying to force pink into my cap here. Yeah, I saw that one coming. I'm wondering if he sits there. He does. He does sit there. He sat in front of purple. He's trying to bait purple into hitting him. I don't know if this is even if this is giving me the win. Pink is playing this so confusingly at the tail end here. There's purple's trade, and now purple would not set in off of a pink elimination, but it might be what he needs to even try to jumpstart some sort of maneuver here. I don't want to open him up. Like that, I can't give this player extra cards. If this ends up turning into a block on both of these players, then I guess tough nuggets, but did just close my path off. I didn't think that through. This is purple right here. Yeah. I legit think pink is trying to force purple to hit him. And if you're purple, I wonder if you just do it. Oh, he did it. He absolutely did it. Well played. Trades in off of this. That is not a lot of troops left. You got to keep going. Oh my goodness. He just fed me the elimination. Right? I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm not going to let this guy trade in. Wow. If pink trades there, it's not fruitful for me. So 80. Got a couple extra cards here, but this isn't exactly cheap. And if he sets in, I should have a set on the next turn. If he trades now, granted, he did just hit 1,000 stack, so as far as I'm concerned, that's kind of admitting defeat. But if he trades now, we try to block the path he's created to set a better block and guarantee myself more cards. Or if he opens my cap up, we know that he actually doesn't have a lot of troops on one of the caps, so I can just go steal it, and that's probably enough too. That was pretty good. That actually wasn't terrible dice, given you're hitting a cap much larger than you're worth. Interesting. We pull this one out, at least. Now, either path line he takes here should be enough to just wipe him out. I think he just steps off. Oh, or he keeps going. I'm fine with him still going. So yeah, he had 2,000 troops between those two caps. GG's, brother. I respect the cap slam. But you did break me on like turn 3. so I'm going to world dom you. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up for you. Oh, that was a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. Hour and a half long Tier List Tuesday game is not what I've been trying to do with the Tier List Tuesday games lately, but sometimes these maps, they bring in that posse of characters. It's a shame White left simply because it was an extra opponent to play against. Orange, you got the business. Pink, you got the business. And Purple, unfortunately, got Pink's business because of whatever the heck that was. Pink was an expert. Orange was an expert. Beginner on White and Purple, and Novice on Red, who, again, flagged pretty early after losing their capital. Let's take a look at this map on both our tier list and also our image here. Tried to run through the bonuses there. I may not have specifically called out the quantities appropriately, but blizzards don't end up impacting this map all that much. We did see kind of Pink's cap ending up being pretty useful because there was only one path around it that didn't open it, but also you could tell even in the middle of the board, you can be card blocked. And if you can be card blocked at any point, anywhere on the map, I almost fear that that doesn't reward what should have been a good cap choice by the Pink player. So because of that, I don't know. The board is just always so open. The bonuses are not easy to hold unless you're being the best neighbor in the world. We saw Orange repeatedly not letting me hold bonuses. We saw Purple breaking early, Pink getting aggressive, White, etc. A lot of people all over the board breaking each other. I think that this like suffers from the interesting pathing that a slightly smaller but still open map that like Pangea doesn't suffer from. That's why we have that in the A tier. But I also don't think it's complete garbage, right? We can clearly set card blocks. The bonuses can be held. I think that prevents it from being bottom of the barrel, like C or D tier. But it is certainly not my favorite. It's actually kind of similar to Arctic Stronghold, except it's bigger. And sometimes bigger is pretty good. So because of that, I think it ends up playing out. I'm trying to look at some of these other maps that I see. It almost ends up playing out like Classic in terms of potential stalemates, or maybe Brazil Advanced. But I don't want to put it too high in the B tier. It's certainly, I don't even think it's on par with regular New Zealand and Australia. I don't think it necessarily has the same snowball issues that Spaceport frequently has, but I don't think it's better than New Zealand and Australia. So it does still end up in B because it's a playable map. Card block opportunities are there. Bonuses are a little shifty. I think it's kind of like Pangea, but worse. I think that's the best way to frame it. It's kind of like 28 turns later, but worse. So these open maps, Conquest of Stockholm, but worse. These open maps that they found a way to, in this case, not make the bonuses as good as they should be. Whereas some of these other ones, I think the bonuses that are still open, I think the bonuses end up playing out a little bit better. So I've talked myself into a B tier play, but I could hear an argument for this being lower. I definitely think it is the weakest or second weakest of the pack. We'll be looking at Roman Empire Advanced next week. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for tuning in to Tier List Tuesday. If you enjoy the videos, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.